And our number 7 captain, Team 4468.
Fernbank Links.
On to our number 6. Who would you like to select?
Team 4468 would like to invite Team 5608.
All right, 5608.
That would be Lassiter Robotics.
Team 5608 would graciously accept.
All right. Who would you like to select?
1 second.
We've got all the time in the world. All the time in the world. I understand. It's cool.
Who wants to be picked?
Team 4468 and Team 5608 would like to invite Team 3653.
Team 3653.
The Bobcats.
Team 3653, sponsored by Motorola Solutions, would love to share a litter box with you.
Quarterfinal match number 2. Down here on the red, this is your number 3 alliance. Beginning with Team 1261.
The Robo Alliance from Suwanee, Georgia, TRS Solutions, the Motorola Solutions Foundation, Hendrick Motorsports, Maxix Tires.
In the middle, your captain, 2974.
Walton Robotics from Marietta, Georgia, GE Volunteers, Taylor & Mathis, United Technologies, Automagic Logic, Novelis.
Down on the end, give it up for 4707.
Team Force from Santo Domingo to the Dominican Republic, Lux Mundi.
All right. Over here on the blue alliance, we have the number 6 alliance. Let's start off by introducing 5608.
Lassiter Robotics from Marietta, Georgia, GE Volunteers, WIT Foundation, 2015 Rookie Grant, and United Technologies.
All right, and let's introduce the captain, Team 4468.
That's the Fernbank Links from Atlanta, Georgia, GE Volunteers, Johnson Research and Development, Gate 6 Solutions.
And rounding it out, we have Team 3653.
The Bobcats from Pembroke Pines, Florida, Motorola Solutions Foundation's Publix, Florida Power and Light, Global Turbine Parts.
All right, here we go. Quarterfinal match number 2. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush.
Quarterfinal match number 2 underway. We already have an established average of 96 and 61. These teams are going to try to better that average to stay in the top 4. That's what you have to be, top 4 with the average to make it on to the semifinals. As autonomous is over and the scoring begins. Litter being placed in recycling containers. That can get you an extra 6 points. As 4707 Team Force as at the landfill, 4468 and their alliance partner 5608 at the landfill on the blue alliance. 1261 and Walton Robotics building stacks in their robot to score. Here comes some litter flying across the field. Unprocessed litter worth 4 points. As the stacks are continuing to be built in a robot, 3653, the Bobcats. They have 2 in their possession, moving as 5608 places 2 on the scoring platform. Totes are worth 2 points apiece as they're stacked. That stack right there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, plus the recycling container, plus the noodle. That's 36 points right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, a 30-point stack being brought over here by the Robo Lions. There's a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's a 42-point stack there on the Blue Alliance. Stacked up. Robo Lions and Walton head back to build their stacks. As 36-53, the Bobcats continue to build their stack in their robot. 44-68. That's the Fernbank Links there at the landfill. 56-08 caps off a 3-tote stack. That one worth 18 points. Robo Lions continuing to build their stack at their human player station on the side with 28 seconds left to go in the match. 6:53, adding some more totes on top. That's another 42-point stack right there for the Blue Alliance if it holds up. Here comes the Robo Lions placing another 4-tote stack up there as Walton Robotics place a 4-tote stack. All kinds of scoring out there. Points being scored left and right as we end quarterfinal match number 2. No fouls in that match. Let's see what the scores are. 118 to 119. Red Alliance and the Blue Alliance. All right, there was a recycling container that got knocked over. It didn't go completely over into the opposing alliance's side, so there was no foul points awarded for that, if you were wondering.
Here we go, quarterfinal match number 5. That means that that's the second time we've seen this alliance down here on the field. This, your number 4 alliance, is currently sitting at number 5 up on that leaderboard. They need to boost up their average and get over that hump. We know they can do it. Let's meet them. Team 4013.
Clockwork Mania.
In the middle, captains 4189.
The Chargers.
And down on the end, 4026.
Global Dynamics.
All right, over here on the Blue Alliance, this alliance is looking to stay into the top 4. Let's introduce 5608.
Lassiter Robotics.
And their alliance captain, 4468.
Fernbank Links.
And rounding it out, it's 3653.
The Bobcats.
Here we go. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush.
And we're off in autonomous. Quarterfinal match number 5. All the action programmed by the students as we enter the human interaction phase where they now control the robots. And there's a lot of action out there on the field as we have the number 4 alliance currently sitting in the 6th position. They need to bump their scores up in order to move up into the top 4. $56.08. Pulling a tote from the landfill as stacks are being made in the robots. They're being capped with those recycling containers. As 3653, that would be the Bobcats. They're building a stack on the scoring platform, currently 4 totes high. They're trying for the maximum 42-point stack. They have successfully completed a 42-point stack. Bobcats did. Now we have Global Dynamics in 4013 working on the same scoring platform as a recycling container falls off. It's still worth 10 points as 4013 places 10 points as well. 4468 placing 8 as the other bots are moving the totes around as well. We still have 38 seconds left to go in the match. Anything can happen. $41.89 picks up a recycling container, sets it on the stack, upside down. That still counts as long as it stays. That caps it off. That's a 30-point stack right there with 18 seconds left to go in the match. 36.53 trying to create another 42-point stack with 10 seconds left. The recycling container falls off. A lot of bumping and banging. There's a lot of scoring out there. 36.53 over on his nose. And that's the end of quarterfinal match number 5. And we have a final score, 102 for the Blue Alliance, 50 for the Red. Well, let's see what that does to the rankings. As Alliance 2, 3, 6, and 7 are currently on top, 1, 4, 8, and 5.
All right, here we go. Semifinal match number 1. Of course, this is your number 2 alliance. Beginning with 343.
Medal in motion.
The captain, 4188.
Columbus.
And down on the end, 108.
Sigma Cat.
All right, over here on the blue lines, first up, 5608.
Lassiter Robotics.
And Captain 4468.
Fernbank Links.
And rounding it out is 3653.
The Botcats.
Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, go!
Final match number 1 in autonomous as the robots move forward. If all 3 can get in there, they score 4 points for that. Those could be valuable in the averages. As we move forward, now we go into the human interaction, where the humans are now controlling the robots. 5608. Excuse me. Robotics. They're at the scoring platform with some totes. As 4188, the Columbus First Alliance. They're at their Tote station collecting litter and totes, and so is Metal in Motion. They're building a stack in their robot. We already have some stacks up on the Blue Alliance as the litter flies across the field. Oh, and away at the landfill. That would be Signacat. 343, Metal in Motion. There with their 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 42-point stack right there from Metal in Motion. A lot of action out on the field. Totes being stacked. Each tote counts 2 points. The higher they stack, the greater the points, especially when you add those green recycling containers, as we're down to 45 seconds left to go in the match. 41-88, that's the Columbus First Alliance. They're moving around. They're at the tote station. They're collecting their totes. Still a lot of action on the field. 41-88, pushing some more totes onto the scoring platform with 22 seconds left as Metal in Motion completes another 6-tote stack with 42 points. A lot of scoring going on right now by these robotic teams. A lot of action taking place all over the field. Can't see it all. Y'all will have to scream when something exciting happens. All right, as we continue, that's the end of the match. Oh, no fouls in that one. We see 163 for the Red Alliance, 126 for the Blue. That ties our match high again, 163, as Alliance 2 and Alliance 6 establish the averages to beat.
Semi-final match number 4. Down here on the Red Alliance, these guys currently sitting in the number 3rd spot. They want to bump up that average and take it over so they can go play in the finals. Let's meet them. We got 1746.
Team Otto.
In the middle, 1414.
High.
And down on the end, 2415.
Wildcats.
All right, over here on the Blue Alliance, these guys are trying to stay in the top 2. Let's see if they can do it. First up, 5608.
Lassiter Robotics.
And their captain, 4468.
Fernbank Links.
And rounding it off, it's 3653.
The Botcats.
All right, here we go. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush!
And here we go at semifinal number 4 as the Wildcats pull 2 of the recycling containers down into the wilderness. And we're down to 2 seconds left. Now the human players take control in semifinal match number 4. 3 points separating these two in average right now. Still trying to make it into the top 2. As Hot and Otto at the human player station, collecting those totes, building those stacks. Litter flying from the Blue Alliance over to the Red Alliance zone. unprocessed litter worth 4 points apiece. That could be valuable at the end of the match. 24-15 no Iron Cats. They're building a tote, and they have a stack, as we call it. They've got a recycling container on top of the tote stack. They take it over to the scoring platform. They place it down as they try to get litter in over the top wall. That's a 36-point stack right there. Another 42-point stack goes up for the Blue Alliance. 1 to 42 points available during the match at any given time. Action all over the field. Can't keep my eyes on everything. Y'all scream when something exciting happens. As we got action going now with 56.08. Spinning around at the scoring platform, picking up one of those recycling containers. They're going to try to score it on top of a 4-tote stack. That would be 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be 24 plus 6. That's a 30-point stack. If it stays, there we go. 56.08 completed. A 30-point stack right there. Lassiter Robotics, one of our rookie teams there. As we have another 42-point stack being placed up there by team 36-53. All kinds of action taking place as Otto and iHot work together to try to better their score and average. With 20 seconds left to go in the match. Now down to 15. Still a lot of scoring opportunity. A lot of scoring out there on the field right now. Opportunity. Here goes iHot trying to cap off that stack right there. That's another. Wow. That's a 30-point stack right there. A lot of points out there on the field. Woo-wee! No fouls in the match. Let's see what semifinal 4 brings us. 154 for the Blue Alliance. 123 for the Red. And the number 6 Alliance stays in second place, increasing their average to 140 after 4 semifinal matches with 2 left to go.
Final match, number 5, down here on red. This is your number 1 Alliance. Currently sitting in the number 4 spot, so they got to up that average and move on to be the first finalist. So let's see who we got. We have team 283.
The General.
In the middle, 1319.
Flash.
And down on the end, 4459.
Leotex.
Over here on the Blue Alliance, we have the second seeded alliance right now, and they're looking to stay up there. First up, 5608.
Lassiter Robotics.
And their captain, 4468.
Fernbank Links.
And rounding it out, it's 3653.
Bobcats.
All right, here we go. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush.
And they're off in autonomous, doing what they're programmed to do, working on their own. They're moving hot. They're moving fast. A lot of action out there with 5 seconds left to go in the match. They're moving on their own is what they're doing right now. Sometimes they decide to stand still. And now we have the robots in action as Flash spins around and moves up to the human player station to pick up those totes. Metal in motion. They're on the sideline, waiting to see what they're going to do. As 44-59, their teammates, the Leotechs, places a recycling container down as litter comes flying from the Blue Alliance across the field. There's 5608, that's Lassiter Robotics, spinning around, headed towards the landfill, spinning back to the scoring platform with a tote, putting a second tote on that platform. 44-68, Fernbank LINKS, they're spinning around, they've got a 4-stack going over there. 36-53, they're moving around, they're heading towards that 4-tote stack, placing 2 more with their recycling container on top. They can do that. That'll be the highest score that you can get, or 42 points for 36-53. If they can make that stack and back away from it without knocking it over, that's 42 points, as another 4-stack has been placed by 44-68 on the side. Fernbank LINKS. 283, Metal in Motion, places a 5-stack. That's worth 30 points. As 44-59 spins around in the auto zone with a tote in her hands. 283 back at the human player station. Action still going on the field. Litter flying through the air as Flash is at the human player station collecting those totes to score some more by stacking them up as we have a 4-tote stack completed over there. That's 30 points with that noodle in there. There's Flash. Oh, they lose control of 4 of their totes in their butt. They're going to regroup as we've got 20 seconds left to go in the match. As we started this, Alliance number 6, that's Fernbank LINKS. They had a 140-point average. They're on the Blue Alliance right now. They're closing in on 100 according to the board, if that stands. They may lower down a little bit. 117 is what we unofficially show as the buzzer comes to an end. Keep in mind, those scores on the board were unofficial. We have to wait for the final refs to make their decisions, calculate everything, make sure it's right. Scores could change. Here comes the results of that one. 127 for the Blue Alliance, 72 for the Red. As you can see, the 6th seeded Alliance, number 6 seeded Alliance, currently in 2nd place, dropped their average down to 135.66 from 140. And the number 1 seed Alliance, they went down to 105.3 from 122 with those scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of your Peachtree Regional 2015 Recycled Rush. From here on out, it is not all about the averages. It is 2 wins for the gold. So, let us meet the teams that have made it this far, starting with the captain. Come on out, 4188.
Columbus First Alliance.
Come on out, 343.
Metal in Motion.
And 108.
Sigma Cat.
All right, let's introduce on the Blue Alliance, first year Alliance captain, 4468.
Fernbank LINKS.
Their partner, 5608.
Lassiter Robotics.
And rounding out the alliance, 3653.
Robotics.
All right. In tradition with First and the gracious professionalism, we're going to ask that you guys exit through the front here and shake hands with your opponent over on the other side of the field. Good luck to these teams. They have put in their efforts. They have made it so far. All right, now we can close the gates. Drivers all the way back to their station. We are locked down. Finals. Match number 1. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush!
Off in qualifying match number 1 as the robots move into the auto zone for the Red Alliance. 4 points in auto. That could make a difference at the end, as this is a winner-take-all. No averages here. Mano a mano, 1-on-1. 2 out of 3. There we go. A lot of action taking place now as the human players have control of the robots with just over 100 seconds left to go in the match. 343, that would be Metal in Motion. They're stacking totes in their butt. There goes 5608. They're stacking the totes over there as well. They're back to the landfill as 4468. Fernbank LINKS. They are stacking the totes, each tote worth 2 points per level. There comes some litter flying across the field. Any unprocessed litter in the Red Alliance from the Blue Alliance side gets the Blue Alliance 4 points. Each piece of litter that's successfully recycled is worth 1 point. You can recycle it in a landfill where 108 is right now collecting some totes. There is a stack going up on the Blue Alliance side. That would be a 42-point stack if the Botcats can complete it and they back away. If it stands, that'll stay there at 42 points. Anything can happen, as we've seen all day. We've got a tall stack over here on the Red Alliance as well. That's a 42-point stack. 2 points per level of tote. With the green recycling container, that's 4 points per level of tote. Then you add that little recycled piece of litter we call a pool noodle. That's another 6 points. Scoring all over the place. Noodles flying, litter flying. 20 seconds left to go in final match number 1. A lot of action, a lot of time still left to go as we have 10 seconds. We're counting it down. Totes can be stacked. Totes can be capped with those recycling containers. With 3, 2, 1. That ends final match number 1. Our referees are conferring. And giving us the all clear, no foul. So let's see who wins this one, the red or the blue. Final score, 120 to 87 in favor of the Red Alliance. One step closer to becoming the Peachtree Regional 2015 Recycle Rush champion are the Red Alliance. We now have a 6-minute timeout as the robots regroup.
All right, Peachtree. This is the second match of the finals. In the first match over here in red, they got the win, which means if they win, they will be your champions. If blue gets the win, we got to play one more. So let's meet this alliance. We have in the middle the team that last year was in the elimination bracket. They were beat out by this team in the semifinals. This is who, guys? Captain is 4188.
Columbus First Alliance.
These guys, it's their 16th year of competing. They are no stranger to Georgia. They won the Peachtree Regional in 2008, and they've been on Einstein. It's 343.
Medal in motion.
Down on this side, we got the oldest team in Florida. Also, last year's Peachtree Regional winner. Let's see if they can make it 2 in a row. 108!
Sigma Cat.
All right, over here on the Blue Alliance, let's start out with your captain. 2013, they did a trifecta with the Woody Flowers Award, Rookie Inspiration, and a Diesel's winner. Now in 2015, first time as a captain, first time in the limbs, and first time in the finals. Let's see if they can finish it off. It's 4468!
Fernbank Links.
The second team here. December was their first meeting. And now they have a shot to win their first ever regional and punch their ticket to St. Louis. Let's introduce 5608!
Lassiter Robotics.
And rounding it out, today is their first trip back as a finalist since the 2012 South Florida Regional. They've been having a hard time in semis, but I think they're looking to break that streak and win their first ever regional. It's 36-53.
Bobcats.
A lot of history down on the field. Let's see what happens with these robots. This is finals match number 2. Drivers behind the line. 3, 2, 1, rush!
And they're off. As 2 of the robots for the Red Alliance are in the auto zone. 343 moves into the auto zone as well. They get 4 points for doing that. All 3 robots fully positioned inside the auto zone. Now the robots take off. And they're going to try to score as many points as possible. There are no averages involved in the finals. If you win, you win. As 108, Sigma Cat picks up 2 totes from the landfill. 5608 spinning around. At the landfill is 4468 Fernbank Links and Lassiter Robotics working on the field, trying to score as many points as possible to stay alive in the finals as litter goes flying across the field. 4188 and 343. They're building those stacks in their bots. We already have 10 points on the field, as I can see, for the Red Alliance. We have 8 points on the field that I can see. No, we have 12 points for the Blue Alliance that I can see right now. As 4188, that's the Columbus First Alliance. They place a stack and cap it. That's 4 totes, 8 points. With attack, recycle, that's 30 points over there. There's a 42-point stack placed by Metal in Motion. As the point continues to climb, there's a 42-point stack for the Blue Alliance as well. 4468 Fernbank Links. They're placing another 4 stack on the scoring platform. 5608 capping off a 3-toed stack. That one worth 24 points. There's a lot of scoring on the field as we still have 35 seconds left to go in the match. A lot of scoring potential. The Blue Alliance trying to stay alive in this match as 343 continues to stack and completes another 42-point stack. at 20 seconds left to go in the match. There's another 42-point stack going up on the Blue Alliance. It's going to come down to who has the most totes. That's the way it looks right now. Who's going to make it? Will the Blue Alliance stay alive, continue to a final match number 3, or will the Red Alliance take this one and become the Peachtree Regional champions? We'll find out here in just a minute as the referees continue to validate the scores. When we get the final total, we'll let you know, and you'll see it on the big board up there. There were no fouls in the match. Would you like to see what the final score is? Do you think it's the Red Alliance? Or do you think it's the Blue Alliance? Did they stay alive? All right, let's take a look at what the board says. It is 162 for the Red Alliance, 124 for the Blue Alliance. The Red Alliance are the Peachtree Regional 2015 Recycle Rush champions. Congratulations to the Blue Alliance as well. They fought hard. Give them a round of applause as well. That was some great matches there for our finals. Way to end the Peachtree, but don't go anywhere. We still have our awards ceremony as we turn it over to the Game Time crew for a recap.